Hello Capricorn, you have reached Tarot Universe T's channel. This evening I am going to be doing a love reading for you for December 16th through December 31st. Okay. It's going to be a little bit different of a layout for you, Capricorn. It's going to be the top part here is going to be Capricorn. Underneath will be your significant other, person that you love. So, get started. I apologize for the dog choking in the background. He does that time to time. He does have water. Okay. Capricorn's love life for December 16th through the 31st. Okay, let's see what we've got here. All right, Capricorn. Okay, that is the layout there. Now, the origins of your relationship, excuse the hand, sorry about that, where you, how it all blossomed and began. For Capricorn here, I have the Five of Swords. So it almost looks to me like, Capricorn, that maybe your relationship started with this other individual kind of in a debate. Some kind of debate over some kind of intellectual conversation. Maybe, you know, about two different strong opposing opinions. Almost like a debate that, you know, who is more correct on something. It could have been like a Republican against a Democrat or something like that. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Maybe that's where you were coming from, Capricorn. And the other person has the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So they gave in. They were more opinionated, but they held back, is what I'm getting. And you probably liked that, Capricorn, that they held back. Maybe you didn't even know they held back, but you liked their personality, that you kind of won. They let you win. So you like that about them. That you felt, you know, you felt like you didn't lose. You felt, this person made you feel good. Intellectually. Okay? Now for the underlying issues in this relationship, I have the High Priestess here for you, Capricorn. So it looks like you let the cat out of the bag, whatever that is, whatever you were holding within. Usually the High Priestess is tightly lipped and doesn't let things out very easy, but it looks like you were pretty honest and open and forthright with your communication with Now, why would that be an underlining issue in this relationship? Well, maybe it rubbed this person the wrong way. Maybe you say things that hurt them from time to time because you're so honest when you communicate, that it hurts their feelings, it hurts their ego, their pride, whatever. So that could be why that's an underlining issue, that you're so forward with your communication. Now, for them is the Two of Wands, okay? The underlining issue for them is they don't, they keep things to themselves as far as, you know, what are they passionate about? They're passionate about two different things very strongly. But they keep it to themselves, so they might explode at times because they can't let this out. Like, well, it's not that they can't let it out. It's like they feel like they have to hold back what their true passions are for fear of maybe that you won't agree, or they don't want to look foolish. you know, so they're holding back. So that could be an underlying issue in this relationship because they're not letting it flow naturally. Their desires, their passions, they're holding back. Okay, and the situation now between the two of you is the Eight of Swords for Capricorn. So you're you're wanting things to move forward. The situation now is you're moving forward with this relationship. You see all systems go, and you see things blossoming, and you know it's you're communicating that to this person. That you know you're communicating all the things that they want to hear. You're saying all the things that they like to hear. You're not doing it just because you think they'll like it. You're telling the truth of how you feel. Okay. Now for them, the situation now is they're moving forward with you. All right, they're moving, they got the Chariot. They're moving forward with your ideas, with your love, with your plans. They're liking it. They like it a lot. Okay. And where is the relationship headed to? Ooh. Capricorn, you pulled yourself. You have the Devil card here, the Capricorn card. So where is this relationship going to end up? Well, it looks like it's going to end up in your favor, Capricorn, because you've got your card here. And when you pull your own card, your own sign, pulling your own sign, you know, that's a positive. So, you know, it's probably going to have a balance. The Devil is usually the opposite. You know, it's usually things out of control, obsessions, drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, obsessions, you know, that type of thing. But because it's for the Capricorn person and they're pulling their own card for where the relationship is headed, I'm seeing that it's going to be balanced, is what I'm going to say. Because, and the reason I'm saying that is because, you know, it's got Saturn here, it's got Mars here, and it's got Capricorn. And you've got Saturn in your sign too right now. And you've got Pluto there. You're really being highlighted right now, Capricorn, in the astrology wheel. I'm saying that this relationship is going in Capricorn's favor. That's where it's headed. Wherever you want it to go, that's where it's headed. Okay, I'll say that. Now, where is it headed for this other person? The Eight of Pentacles. They're seeing growth in this relationship. They're seeing growth in their money, in their material goods. They're seeing growth in their confidence. They're having confidence in this relationship. They're seeing growth in your conversations and your ability to get along and go along with goals. The two of you together, they're really seeing a lot of confidence in moving forward with you. They see nothing but things prospering and going for the better. Okay? Now, the outcome for Capricorn, it's the Judgment card, and it's in the reverse. So, the outcome of your relationship is like there's no ending to it, is what I'm saying. It's like this relationship's going to continue forward, continue growing, continue moving forward, is what I'm getting. And for them, I see Ace of Wands. I just see their passion just grows stronger and stronger for you. How lucky is that? That is beautiful. Okay? And how can they make the relationship or this, anything that they can do to change the outcome of this reading is the Queen of Cups in reverse for Capricorn. You know, they could change the outcome of this reading if they pull their love back. That would change it. You know, you don't want to change. This is the kind of reading you don't want to change. You know, they could pull back being too emotional, maybe. Overly emotional at times. That's you, Capricorn. That's for you. Being too emotional, which Capricorns usually aren't. If you have like a water moon or water rising, you could be. So it's just saying that you know, sometimes you might be over emotional. You might want to pull back a little bit on your emotions if you're too emotional at times. And for them, it's showing the Seven of Pentacles. Feeling like they're working toward, and things aren't growing fast enough for them. Like they're putting in a lot of work and things aren't moving as quick as they anticipated. Maybe not having the foresight that you have and seeing the future and how things are going. They might not have as much belief in things for the future as you do, because you have more foresight than them. So they could change the outcome of this reading in the relationship by, you know, having a little bit more faith, and that they're putting their efforts into something that is growing, okay? Is what I'm getting. Now what I'm going to do is connect the energies. I'm going to do a reading to connect both of your energies. Okay, Capricorn. I got a card stuck. There we go. Capricorn, December 16th through the 31st. December 16th through the 31st. Capricorn. Okay, that felt pretty darn good. Capricorn. My dog is going to start whining. He's sleeping and he's dreaming, so I don't know if he's going to get louder or not. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the origins of your relationship, the energies between the two of you is the Seven of Summer. So you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Nobody had any illusions about this relationship, is what I'm getting. The both of you were pretty rock solid about what you thought about could be possible in this relationship. There was no fantasizing. There was no, you know, out of control illusions, visualizing things that were impossible about the relationship. Looks like you were both pretty grounded in it. And your thinking, or what brought you together, was pretty much on the same page. Now, the underlying issues for the relationship, you have the King of Winter. Okay, so between the two of you, you have the King of Winter. Now, you do have the High Priestess, you being bold and coming out, Capricorn, and maybe telling it like it is, straight from the heart. You know, not covering, not sugarcoating things, and them being a little timid and afraid to be tell you what they're passionate about, like, you know, what they're trying to make their mind up, which way to go on things, and maybe holding back and not wanting to share that. And between the two of you, the underlying issues is a King of Winter, which is not being bold and forthright, you know, and about what you want, being truthful about what you want. And then also, the King of Winter's unemotional, and Capricorns can be at times, you know, depending, like I said, if you have Pisces or Scorpio moon or something like that, or your rising sign, you're going to show more emotion. But for the most part, most of them hide their emotions, or they're unemotional, which is a gift, really, because, you know, I have a lot of planets in emotional signs, and it can be a little bit turbulent and rough at times to control. So, anyway, what I'm showing here is it's in the reverse. So, what I'm getting here for you, two of you, is that maybe sometimes you need to get advice from somebody else other than each other for things that you can't, like, talk to each other about. Like this person here, this person that you have emotions for, you know, they're having issues speaking straight from their heart, basically, is what this card is telling me. They can't speak from their heart. And, you know, so the King of Swords is a great gifted speaker. You know, he can speak, and, you know, and doesn't let emotions interrupt his thought. This other person here is a little bit, I'm really getting this other person's a little timid with this Ace of Swords in the reverse. It's like they can't get it out. They can't, for some reason, speak their truth without feeling like they're going to be ostracized or, you know, intimidated in some way. So what I'm getting here is the King of Winter. For the underlying issues, it might be communication issues between the two of you, that you're not getting the information that you need from this other person. And you'll feel that connection not being met on a intuition level. Like, you'll feel it. You know, you're going to be busy speaking what, you know, your mind and your truths, and that'll feel good to you. And you're going to notice, if you pay attention, and you do, you know, this other person's not doing that as much. So you might, what would help is that maybe taking the time out every now and then to give them some space, and not space, I mean giving them some attention and asking them, is there anything you'd like to talk about? You know, when you're alone with them, and maybe asking some private or personal questions to kind of help get it out of them, to help them open up. Okay, because they might not know where to interject with it. They might not know how to begin with it. There might, you know, maybe help them try to talk it out a little bit, whatever it is that's blocking. I'm feeling that for some of you, that you're with someone that's kind of blocked off and they can't communicate their emotions. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, so then the situation now is you have the Dreamer in reverse between the two of you, and it says, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. So it's in the reversed. So, you know, once again, you have all systems go. They do too. So, you know, just trust yourself. Trust the relationship. It's in the reverse, so you need to trust yourself. Trust that the relationship is real and that it's moving forward, because it is. And then what do we have next? We do have, where is the relationship headed? We have the Prince of Winter. This is that communication again. And the Prince of Winter, you have the Devil, yourself, right? And then they have the Eight of Pentacles, which is progressing with confidence, progressing with physical, material things, you know, moving forward, advancing, and, you know, communication again. So, the relationship is headed for a lack of communication if, you know, they don't work on this. You need to help them work on this, I think, Capricorn. All right. Maybe everything else is beautiful in the relationship, but the communication's suffering a little bit, and it's not their fault. You just need to help them communicate better. It's okay to open up with you. You're a safe person that they can open up with. You know, you're not going to go tell everyone everything they say. They can be safe with you, and then really follow through with that. Don't do that. Because once you breach that trust with them, they're not going to open up no more. Okay, let's move on to the outcome. The outcome of this relationship is the Ten of Autumn. So there might be some money going out. Maybe someone is buying a high-ticket item. You know, with Jupiter in your sign, there's no telling what you might buy. Maybe you're buying a house. But there's some money going out. You know, and they have the brand new fire starting here. So they're excited about something, right? And you have the Judgment, you know, Judgment in the reverse, so nothing's ending here. So maybe you bought a high-ticket item, and so there's some money going out. It is a holiday time. Is there anything that Capricorn can do to change the outcome of this reading? Let's see, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We already talked about that. Maybe not be so overly emotional. You know, maybe not be so, you know, straight to the heart jab. Like, soften it up a bit. Candy coat stuff if you can. Seven of Pentacles for them. You know, that they're not so self-assured in what's happening as much as you are. You have the foresight. You can see things that are coming, and you know it's going to come. It's going to come to fruition. You know that in your heart. You know it, and they're a little apprehensive. And you got the Star card. So, I mean, is there anything you can do to change the outcome? No, not really. Oh, you wouldn't want to change this outcome. It's beautiful, really. You have the Star card. You know, just keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Your dreams will come true. Okay. I'm going to do one more set of cards. The past, present, and the future. And let's see what we got here. Capricorn, past, present, and future. for this relationship. Okay. Past, present, and future for this relationship. I don't know why I want that computer on behind me. I really don't need it on. I just keep hitting the screen. It's one of those tap computers. And I like that light. Okay. All right. Past, present, and future. Past, present, future. Okay. So what do we have? In the past, we have the Three of Swords. Gotten over some kind of heartache in the past. Before the two of you came together. It could be in the recent past, if you've been together for a very long time with this person, it could be that the two of you or one of you gotten over some heartache in the recent past. Okay. And now in the current situation, you have the Moon card, which is being very intuitive, very clairvoyant, very, you know, in sync with emotions. It's a good time to do in meditation work. It's a good time to go in, and if you're trying to heal yourself or any past wounds, it's a good time to look at that kind of stuff. Okay. In the near future, you do have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm feeling a little off balance with money again. You know, like material things feeling off balance. Maybe this high-ticket item that we talked about earlier, this Ten of Autumn in the reverse, you know, you might have bought something that was pretty expensive for some of you. Maybe lost a job or not working as many hours or something like that has thrown maybe your income off balance a little bit. This could be self-confidence being shaken a little bit. You know, material type things that we deal with being off balance a little bit. Okay, in the near future, and that's pretty normal around the holiday times too. So that was your reading, Capricorn. It was pretty awesome. I'm going to close now, so if you want, you can come back for another reading. I will be giving the January 1st reading soon. I may do another December reading before New Year's, for New Year's weekend. Okay, all right, talk to you soon, Capricorn. Bye-bye.